Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Surveying the Realms. I'm John Fraser, and this week we are playing Nightingale. It's what we've been playing for the last couple of weeks, and we've still got a ways to go. Although my hope is that this week we actually get to the point where we've got the portal. And towards that end, we are doing quests. Although I don't remember where I am. On top of this rock with a bunch of minerals on it. But I believe... Oh, yes. Right. I've got to drop some stuff out of my inventory. Another 8 pounds. Gotta find something that doesn't hurt us too much to lose. Alright. There we go. And I believe that this ring course is related to the quest. I have that recollection from when I played solo. I think it swings you back down around to a cave. Spoiler alert, we're going to a cave here. How could you imagine being so unfamiliar with the genre that us going to a cave counts as a spoiler? So, unfortunately, I missed a ring. I hope that doesn't bork our progress. Oh, I was right about that cave. Which, I mean, should hardly come as a surprise. I can remember things that happened to me 1 year ago, despite what my progress through Empyrean Galactic Survival would have you believe. Yep, I remember this place very well indeed. Okay, approach the corrupted mushroom. Oh, this mushroom looks infected. I don't know what it looks like normally, so I'm just going to take the game's word for it. Perfect candidate to test Desma's formula if you had the potion with you. Why do I not have the potion with me? Because I didn't brew it. That's why. So... that's a good reminder to pay more attention to your quest objectives. In a way, I'm doing it for you. That's right. If it weren't for me, you'd have played through the game and made the exact same mistake. But now you have my example to show you the error of your ways. Alright, we need 2 purity potions. So I guess we gotta go back to our base to brew them. Although let's look at the potions. Cooking. Purity potion requires a Holt bloom, an essence, and glass. Alright. I don't know where to get the Holt bloom. So I think we gotta look around more. Actually, I think what we need is a level 2 scythe. I'm basing that on memory again. But I'm reasonably sure that our scythe has some role to play in this. Like, I don't even know what a Holt bloom looks like. Which you'd think I'd have remembered that when I'm bragging about my memory. But nope. It just goes to show hubris can afflict even the most modest of souls. And in this scenario, I'm the modest guy. Oh, let me just go into these abandoned ruins and see what's what. Ooh, that was a close one. Little did they suspect that I'm loaded down with potions. I mean, why would they? You're a weird creature who lives in the ruins, and you see an adventurer, and is your first thought gonna be, I bet this guy has a lot of potions? I mean, are monsters even that aware of the essential adventurer economy? Right? Does a monster know what a potion is? Do you think that if you were a monster and you learned what a potion was, that it would demoralize you? Like, you're out here thinking, all I gotta do is rush this guy, and even if I don't get him, my friends will. But turns out that I've got a little trick up my sleeve. Even more than fireball. Wait, how do I get out of here? Okay. There we go. All done now. I'll go ahead and I'll take your essence while I'm here. It's slow going, but we're climbing the ladder. Actually, I don't even know why I'm here. I just saw this structure, and I made a call that it would be valuable for me to look inside. Is that based on anything? I don't know. I don't think it was, because I just died. And right now, they're celebrating the fact that I gloated about my potions. Big man with the big potions. But in truth, wait, I want... Okay, there, yeah. We're going. The potions did nothing to save me. Well, no, I guess they saved me at first, and then they failed to save me eventually. Like, I started off strong, and then I petered off. I think it's because I didn't do enough drugs. That's the lesson. You always gotta make sure your drugs are topped off. Oh, I'll bet my food wore off, though. I think I noticed that I was down to the last few seconds. Then I just arrogantly decided to charge ahead anyway. Alright. There we go. Past the loading screen. Back here. I gotta place that somewhere better. It looks ridiculous. Oh, I'm getting some slowdown here. Sorry, my ancient computer. Oh, I got a good view though. So why did I come here? Oh, to drop off my various items. Well, I'll need another storage container. That's the thing about this game, is that you will never have enough storage. Furniture. Storage. Crude dresser. I was hoping I could put it on top of the other dresser. There we go. Did I put those in the wall? Well, it doesn't matter if they're in the wall or not. Give me my 6 lumber. Ooh. I think that wood chopping is coming along nicely. That's what we've got you assigned, right? Yeah, keep up the good work, Emily. So I think it does make progress while I'm offline. That's the only way to explain it. She was... See, right now we're at 15:29. And then each time one of these bars goes up, let's see, that's 1, right? So that's several seconds per wood, which means that we're probably not... Well, remind me to come back in an hour and see how she's doing. Repair that. Alright. Oh yeah, I somehow recessed these into the wall. I'm not too upset about it though. Oh, I must have had some lumber in reserve. Alright. So let's look at our tools. Maybe we can just come up here and see it. Enchanter's Alchemy. Oh. I need a refined alchemical boiler. Alright. I'll take... Remove the current alchemical bowl. Well, no, that's not what I meant to do. Sent a bunch of shit crash into the ground over here. Alright. Let's get the refined alchemical boiler in place. Alright, confirm. Alright, so I just need 3 carved stone. And we make the carved stone by going over to our masonry bench, taking a regular stone, and then carving it. There we go. 1 minute, and it'll all be set. See, I like to go through my dressers and deposit my junk in order of fullness so that everything I have in my inventory that can stack will stack. Oh, and then I gotta switch these so that they can there we go. Building allowed. Building allowed. Right. Sometimes it's easier to use the mouse for those menus. And I'll bet that the hardcore gamers in my audience are like, John, it's easier to use the mouse and keyboard for the entire game. What are you doing? And I'll say, I'm old. Leave me alone. Okay, purity potion. A Holt bloom found near a certain tree clusters in forest realms. Alright, so we need a sickle. Which means that I believe we have to unlock the sickle. Because we need a tier 2. And we come over here and we build a refined sickle out of our most precious materials, zinc and lumber. Alright, now we're ready to go back to this other realm and find the plant that we need to continue the quest. The crossways. Man, that's humiliating. Doing the thing with the rings only to wind up not having the potion I need. I think it's because I took a break. I'd have remembered. No, I don't think I would have remembered because last week I maneuvered myself into the position of being near those rings with the intent of continuing this week. And I wouldn't have done that if I had known that I was lacking a critical potion. At least I like to think that I wouldn't have done that. I mean, why would I? What's to be gained from doing it that way? Oh, probably the same thing that's to be gained by making you watch these loading screens. I could have just paused the recording back then. I'm real big on hindsight here. Okay. So I'm gonna cheat at the game. And try to remember where I got those flowers. And I think that's it. My recollection of the nature of the map, such as it is. Oh, let's eat some tack, some wasna, and some mixed plants. That'll give me the stamina I need to hunt for plants. Alright, now watch I nail it on the first try with this map marker. If I do nail it on the first try, you gotta promise not to think that I was cheating. I mean, obviously I'm cheating a little bit by navigating this through memory, but I didn't look it up or anything. Nope, this isn't it. The legendary memory of John is not getting its due this time. So what we're looking for is a plant that needs a higher level tool to break. Okay, where's my pickaxe? Alright. We'll need that for the glass. And the copper has its own advantages as well. Oh, actually, let's look up our challenges. Apprentice miner. I need to harvest nickel and zinc. Okay, that's tin. Actually, I remember none of this is nickel. Alright, I'm not going to bother with that. I don't need that much tin. So, we're basically just wandering through the woods till we stumble upon the plant that we need. See, there's different types of trees and different types of plants. And see, this tree right here requires a level 25 axe to cut. And what we're looking for is like a flower that requires a level 25 sickle to harvest. And I know they're around here. I just don't remember where exactly. And I suppose I needn't do this purely through memory. I could look it up Or I could just embrace the uncertainty that comes with doing various little chores, like exploration. I brag about how much I enjoy exploration, but when the time comes and the game forces me to do it, what's my reaction? Is try to circumvent the exploration mechanics through spoilers. Well, I'm gonna blame you. I'm gonna say, oh no, this is for the audience's benefit. They don't want to watch me stumbling through these rocks for 6 hours. Except, tautologically, if you're here, that means that there's probably some indication that you want to be here. Oh, I forgot that my axe had a more powerful magic on it. I shouldn't be using my sword. I should... Ah, see? This is what I'm talking about. It only took me 2 tries. Holt Bloom, I need you. I need your purity. But... Oh, and there are berries here too. I'll get those berries. I love me some berries. Oh, and I believe that these trees have a special kind of wood as well. Ribbon wood, yes. This is what we need for our next tier of stuff. Right, we found a beautiful and rare natural species, and we decided to just immediately start hacking it down. It's like, look at how beautiful these plants are with their twisting trunks and the multicolor and the broad leaves. Down you go. Who knows how old you are? How much magic must have gone into making you what you are? Okay, my inventory is full. I glutted myself on the natural resources of an alien realm. Let's see, is there anything I can drop? This tin ore I probably don't need. Alright. So, now it's back to the respite. But see, this ribbon or wood increases melee damage and injury resistance. And the Holt's Bloom increases maximum health. So neither of those are things we necessarily want for our magic-based build. But it's nice to have options. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel back to the respite. And because the fast travel is actually pretty slow, I'm going to pause the recording and join you back up there. Alright. Only a fraction of a second has passed for you, but for me, it's been 6 hours. No. It was a long loading screen. Alright. Here we go. Oh, first we need to make some glass for the potion bottles. We do that in our forge, or smelter. Fuel. glass. Raw gems. Ooh, we can make glass out of an Aeton heart. Amber gives movement speed. I should try a build that stacks that. Alright. Then, when it makes the second one, I'm gonna grab them. Alright, purity potion. Holt bloom. Essence. Glass. Won't make... Oh, one... Makes 5 of those, and I only needed 2. Well... Okay. Do I have them in my inventory now? Yes, I do. Alright, so now that I've got the purity potions and my snacks, it's time to fast travel again. So, alright, I'm gonna pause here. Okay, we are back in this, Sylvan's realm. And from here, we can go back to where we were before. Which is to say, this place right here. An odd fey glyph that... So we just want to go southwest. Alright. Oh, the bear's nearby. We're gonna ignore that bear. And just float gently through the air on our umbrella. Our shitty looking umbrella. Don't worry, guy. One day we'll get you back to your fashion icon status. Those starting outfits looked good, but they had terrible stats. So, we're gonna get enough essence that we research all the high tier stuff, and then we're gonna build you the fanciest dress at the ball. Alright. Okay, next step is to go up. Right. Just climbing a mountain. We get higher and higher, and then hope that the way forward reveals itself. Actually hope that the rings are still there. I went through them. Okay, no. Hey, man. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't very nice, guy. I'd have just passed on through. Activate the ring course. Guide me to where I need to be. Cool. There are not enough of these in this game, I think. Maybe I'll do it perfectly this time. Oh, I'm drifting off to the side a little bit. Oh no, I made it. Perfect. You were privileged to witness perfection just now. And look, if you need some time to weep, I won't judge you. Just pause the video and start back up again when you're ready. I'm not gonna wait for you because perfection of that sort is second nature to me. But ooh, I got some shimmering ore. I don't know anything about it except that it's shimmering. Alright. So we switch back over this. This mushroom looks infected. Alright. The corruption is fleeing. Ah. Dramatically different. Now that is an uncorrupted mushroom if I ever saw one. People are gonna be asking me, it's like, hey John, do you ever see that really pure mushroom that's in the cave near the ring course? And I'll say, did I see it? I'm the one who purified it. And they're gonna say, that's the least corrupted mushroom we've ever seen. And I'll just nod my head in satisfaction. Because only we will know what we had to do to get that. We had to make a trip all the way back to home base. Because I forgot the potion the first time. But the people who only see the final result, they're gonna assume it was effortless. Anyway, our next quest, I believe... Wait. There's a glyph we were tasked to destroy. Let me move towards that glyph. Did I just completely neglect to destroy the glyph and then Puck is not going to be pleased with me? I don't know, I assumed that destroying the glyph was somehow related to this mushroom business. But I guess I had no good reason to assume that. Right? Like, okay. So it is underneath us, or above us. Probably underneath us. I mean, I don't need to do it again. And at this point, it just seems like grinding for the sake of grinding. But we like to grind around here. Actually, I think I just enjoy flying. I'm all about the umbrella. Oh. Okay, I should pay attention to what I'm doing though. Oh no. I lost altitude. No. Also, why did I assume that it would be this cave? Right. Like, maybe just a basic economy of circumstances. Oh, I'll bet I have to go up there. Like, why build two environments for two different quests when you could just build one environment for two different quests? Alright, we're climbing up. Or are we? Okay, let's regenerate our stamina a bit. Oh, sorry for the upskirt shot, guy. That was not our intention. What am I doing? I just want to climb. Alright, there we go. This'll get us up there. Just don't run out of stamina before we get to the top. Oh, you are definitely going to run out of stamina before we get to the top. Alright. Maximum stamina, minimum distance. Let's try it again. No! Okay. My item is breaking, and I'm nowhere closer, not closer to the top than I was before. Alright. And we're going to eat more mixed plants. Oops. Oh. Oh, I think we're gonna make it. Okay. There we go. Oh no. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I've got an ore here that I can't break through. Alright, distinctly different than the other glyphs we found before. Shatter... Oh wait, let's pick... Attempt to memorize the shapes. Okay. There we go. I wonder if I should have attempted to memorize those shapes. Hey, Puck.
Another fine favor finished. I had faith my goodwill was not misplaced.
Nothing shady.
And of course, fret not over the shattered glyph. It was little more than a flawed record of events already long past relevancy.
Oh yeah, that definitely tracks.
Your well-earned reward.
Okay.
The Fae who bound Sylvan's cradle in contract are ones I knew well, though they have long since fallen from the graces of more eminent kin. The Court of Hearts.
Very intriguing.
The folly inherent to their dealings here, oaths of blood, suffering eternal, is their gauche indelicacy, typical for Fae led by such a queen. Single-minded obsession has long been her hallmark.
Oh.
Contracts so brutish, regardless of their power, invariably hold ways to circumvent them. This is no exception.
All right.
One might consider that suffering can be ended in a myriad of ways. Some violate the terms of this deal, but not all. Do with this what you may. My knowledge is yours, and this arrangement is satisfied.
Okay. So I just got a new spell. Lets the wielder more easily fell trees and shatter minerals with the next hit. Alright. Apply to my axe. Well, wait. There we go. Oh, I didn't get the old one back. That's okay. I'm not going to use this for combat anyway. Oberon's Bounty. Oh, okay. It doesn't make my axe stronger. It just means that I harvest faster. Alright. I recall that being a pretty useful spell, even if it doesn't help me jump a tier right now or anything. I don't remember how I got up to 50 with that axe. Oh. Wait, approach. Oh, in time it might heal. Okay. So it just stopped spreading. But it's still, the damage is still visible. So all of my sarcasm from before is completely out of line. Alright. So we've just got one more. The Corrupted Carnute. I believe I know where that is. I say as if I had some knowledge and not that I'd just seen it on the map earlier. So here it is on the map. Fae Ruins housing a Corrupted Carnute. It's near the coast, so all we have to do is get off this cliff face. Now, in terms of... Oh, see, our mining pick is 40. Refined mining pick made out of zinc. I'll bet that when we craft, there's a way to push that up past 50. And next time we're in the home base, we'll have to experiment with that. But why am I saying I bet there's a way to push it past 50? There definitely is, because it's a central game mechanic of Nightingale. And I know that you can do it because I've done it before. So I'm acting like I'm discovering things here, when in reality I'm just pantomiming the game. Like, alright. Climb. So, at this stage, what we really should be doing is all of these random little side quests, things like the Bastille of Insight and the infestations. Defense I don't care for. It's a real pain in the ass. Aid can be nice, but has its own set of challenges. Alright. So we're looking for the Carnute here. Oh, am I gonna make it? Yes. So I don't know what a Carnute is, and I don't know what a corrupted one would look like, even. Although... Oof. Alright, well, that was humiliating. I learned my lesson about the drugs last time, though. I say that like I'm taunting them, but... I mean, we'll find out if I did or not. More drugs. And it's all possible because I did drugs. I mean, kids, and I explicitly mark these videos as not being for kids, but I assume that children are drawn to me because I have such a kind-sounding voice. Kids, it's a medicine, not a drug. There's a difference. Only take health potions if they're prescribed by a doctor, or you're being attacked by Dark Fae from beyond the realms. Okay. See, that happened because I didn't do enough drugs. No, it happened because I hesitated at my fireball. Alright. My items are breaking. Every time you die, you gotta repair your stuff. Which actually I think is a nice compromise. Some of these games, you lose your whole inventory every time you die. And that just proves to be a pain. Whereas this is inconvenient, but I think it's a measured mechanic. Okay, there we go, all topped off. Then we can get back to where we were by just following our corpse. Alright. See, instead of drugs, wouldn't you rather have a nice tasty bug wasna? And some mixed berries? You would. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I'm talking a big game about drugs, but I only do drugs in video games. In real life, I'm too scared. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's the fact that they're poisonous, right? Like, that's why they have the effect that they do, is because they damage the physical structure of your body. And so, like, I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm definitely the sort of guy who can withstand poison. Like, that's one of my traits for sure. Poison resistance. And I don't know. I mean, a lot of people do drugs and they're fine. And some people do drugs and they're the most obnoxious idiots you would ever hope to avoid. So, I don't know. I think it's kind of a tie. Of course, the question is, were they obnoxious idiots before they started doing drugs? Like, are we blaming the drugs when, in fact, they were always destined to be annoying as hell? I don't know. Although I have a feeling that I don't need any help in that regard. Like, why risk it, you know? I'm already on thin ice. And that's not even really self-deprecating. A lot of people don't like me in real life. I think it's because I come across as cold sometimes. Like, I got this chill presence on YouTube, and it's not an act or anything, but it is like a flatness that some people interpret as fake. Like, why is he so chill when he should be a lot more engaged with the world around him? It's like he's looking at everything delayed on a delayed tape, and I can't deny the justice to that, although I don't think any of my critics have spoken about me so articulately.
What's this, intrepid fleshling? Claiming bounty from deep within the hypogean sanctums of fairer folk.
I don't know
Yet
about
hast thou
fairer.
any inkling of what thou holdest cupped in mortal midst?
A
The
key item,
synchronous
no doubt.
lotus is no simple bauble, but a potent fey bijou, filled to bursting with a mere sliver of the realm's magic. It is the scavenged foundation upon which your kind so often builds their fanciful toys.
Oh, I'm all about the
Forget
fanciful
not
toys here.
that it was we who bestowed magic unto man. Without such generosity, what might the children of Earth have been reduced to?
Oh, I'm sure you got something out of it, Puck.
Even with my
Don't
kin
play.
absent, there is great danger in plucking our pelf, while foregoing reciprocity. What luck we two are friends, that I may beteem this boon unto you.
Look, if you want the thing back, just say
Since
so.
you
I
now
mean, you brought me
possess
back
the
from the
means to
dead.
power
I
it,
guess it's fair.
I have another gift to grant. One more of Robin's favors parceled.
Ooh.
The means to construct a portal of one's own.
Oh man,
In
this
eons
is exactly what I
past,
was hoping
portals
for.
were notoriously taxing and toilsome for humans to conceive and maintain.
Oh, I got it. No
However,
problem.
In the turmoil following the calamity, I chanced upon a newfangled arch design that dares to make elementary what was once unattainable.
Oh yeah.
You need only seek the materials required to raise this crude apparatus and place the lotus therein. Erecting it will create a contract with this realm's spirits To tame the interrealmic lacuna,
Oh, will it work in
use
abeyance
it
too?
well, Realm Walker, that you may yet catch the flown Nightingale.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm totally gonna take this seriously. Definitely. You can trust me, Puck. I would not be the sort of person who abuses the realms. Like, honestly, if anything, I'm too trustworthy. Like, I don't have that fey chaos that you guys like so much. I think you can always trust someone when they say they're not chaotic. I mean, who would know better than me? Okay. We need a refined enchanter's focus and the antiquarian major realms cards. Then we'll take an artisan card, tempest, fortitude, dragon's horde, explorer, corruption. We're gonna get them all. Alright, so we're not gonna be able to get the next tier of destinations until we actually get to the next milestone in the plot, but we can return back to our home base, build the portal, and from there do our next phase of exploring, which is what I'm gonna do right now, because I have an agenda and it's not Puck's agenda for me. Like, I think we gotta visit Nightingale eventually, just because that's the name of the game and it is a unique environment. But I'm in no hurry to get there. I want to have side adventures. In fact, from my perspective, the side adventure is the whole adventure. It's not the destination, it's the journey. That's what they say. And that's what this series is all about. Going on journeys. Alright, I'm gonna pause until the loading screen ends. Alright. We are ready to continue our journey. Continue. Alright. So, back at the home base, what we need to do is get rid of this weak-ass enchanter's focus and upgrade it to our new... Okay, didn't go through the floor this time. Let's see. Crafting benches, tier 2. Enchanter's focus. Lumber, ingot, glass. There we go. And what do we need? Antiquarian desert, paper, ink, tier 1 essence. Alright. You know what? Let's hold off on that for a second. Let's build the actual portal itself. That's a magical structure. A crude portal. Up here on the roof. And you can build multiple portals. Okay, so we need 9 lumber and 3 wire. Well, the lumber's easy enough. See, 1654. So Emily is definitely keeping up at it over the whole week. There's no way she could have gotten that much just in the time that the game is on. That's an interesting mechanic. I'm gonna have to recruit more survivors, build more of these stations, so that I have no shortage of materials to work with. Anyway, in the meantime, wire, I believe, is a product of the refined smelter. Modified glass, reaction, ingot, lens, blade, counterbalance. Oh no, maybe it's from the original smelter. Okay, so I don't have to build up another tier yet. Wire. We just need 3. Who knew that traveling through space and time would require such simple materials? Right? Like, you were real easy to build. Wait, did I set the lumber? No, I didn't. Alright. So, there's something we should do. There's, like, we can make woodworking augments. We can make a lot of augments. So augments are one of this game's mechanics that is pretty interesting. See, you place them near your crafting benches and they increase the powers of these crafting benches. So let's see. Right, like this one reduces refinement time by 10 seconds, increases yield by 20 seconds on saw tables. So let's go ahead and build that. Hand planer. Lumber and ingot. There we go. And then that increases how fast this goes. Lumber. Let's see. Each one takes 10 seconds fewer. Although I don't know if it applies retroactively. It seems faster. But what are we doing? We're just staring at that thing. Let's build the cards while we're waiting. Alright, major realm cards. We want paper, ink, essence. Alright, we got one desert. We got one forest. And one swamp. And then let's look at these minor cards. I don't think that it shows us what's new. Like Dragon Horde Eminent, we need a sapphire and vibrant ink for. Explorer Eminent. Wait. Let's look at our progression again. Okay, Explorer. And then at tier 2, we got Explorer Eminent, Okay. So what we need is Artisan, Fortitude, and Tempest. And maybe Corruption? Okay. Artisan. What are we missing for Artisan? Oh, Vibrant Ink. So we need a refined mortar station. Do we have the progression to get one, though? Oh, that's our workbench. Tanning, saw table. I mean, we're going to have to get them all eventually. Mortared station. Alright, then we remove the simple mortar station. And we build the refined. This is... They really like making us jump through all these hoops with the crafting benches. Okay, so we need 3 carved stone as well. And I have to make 3 more lumber. So we'll come back in 30 seconds for that. Go up to the roof. Alright. Okay. Emily, I should tell you, you are allowed to use the portal in your off hours. You don't have to keep sleeping on the bed sideways. If there's somewhere you want to go, you just go there. I mean, I joke about dangling the promotion in front of you, but I think you earned it. You are officially a Realms Walker now. So if I see you around here anymore, I'm going to assume that you're here voluntarily. Anyway, let's make some vibrant ink. Ink and gunpowder. Does gunpowder make ink vibrant? Like, I don't see why it would. Alright. Wait. What are we missing now? Oh, coated paper. At a refined saw table. Well, don't I feel the perfect fool? Alright, we gotta build a refined saw table now. But let's look at the materials. I would hate to... Okay, it needs 3 lumber. So let's make lumber with our current saw table. Because it would be embarrassing to tear down our saw table, be unable to build the materials for the refined saw table, and then wind up having to rebuild the simple saw table just to get the refined saw table. Like, I don't think we want that. Alright. So, then we take that and we unbuild it. Oh. This will have to move. Just put you on the ground. Wait, did I copy that? Yes, I did. Alright. There we go. Refined saw table. Paper. Wait. Oh. Okay, coated paper. I had to learn the recipe for it before I could make it. Coating. Refine. See, this is where the game starts to get a little ridiculous. That being said, all of these hoops that I'm jumping through right now to try and get the better stuff, that can lead to a very vibrant crafting system. Okay, we're short 4 essence. You damn piece of shit. Alright. Let's see, crafting table. And that means that, well, you know, we could do a corruption card, though. The damage of your melee attacks is increased, but your health is severely decreased. Well, I mean, that doesn't sound good, but... we're adventurers. Let's see. Artisan... Tempest. Increase the potency of your magic. Alright. Now that, I like the sound of. Alright, so Artisan and Fortitude, I believe, are the other tier 2 minor cards. Artisan, Fortitude, Tempest. Okay, so we've got Tempest and Corruption, and then we just need to unlock Coding with 4 more tier 2 essence. Okay. So, see, we got these 3 major cards. Antiquarian Desert. Actually, let's start with the Forest, because it... Oh, nope, we're starting with the desert. Never mind. I pressed the wrong button. Oh no, I got it switched. Alright, Antiquarian Forest. We're going with this one so that I can demonstrate to you the wasted potential of this game. Which feels a little harsh to say, but if you know, you know. Okay. Lumber. Let's make it out of ribbon wood. Ribbon wood lumber. We're just going by color. So, just staring at this thing for another 3 seconds. Alright, ribbonwood lumber. Refined mining pick. So, what we want is a green ingot, zinc, and that there. And we're going to craft a new pickaxe out of that. And then look at our equipment here. 28. Wait. Why is this one 28 and this one 40? Oh, I must have made it with better materials. So, yeah, I think... Actually, now that I think about it, I already engaged in this plan. I used my eaten wood instead of ribbon wood. Ooh, I think we're gonna need a refined smelter before we can get up to 50 on the pickaxe. We'll see. Alright. There we go. Don't have all of this stuff on me anymore. And I don't need 2 pickaxes. So I should just recycle this one. There we go, got 15 essence out of it. And here we are. Another loading screen. But we're gonna go into the forest. Alright, so Antiquarian Forest. This realm we're about to enter is going to be 100% procedurally generated. And when we get there, you're going to see that it is very familiar in appearance. That is because there are 3 biomes, 3 major biomes, and then they just sort of, recycle the assets between them. Alright. So, somewhere around here, there should be a spawning thing or something. Unless... Ooh. Wait. I'm being attacked from somewhere. I mean, technically, that was unprovoked aggression on my part. And I do apologize for that. Like, I didn't need to come out swinging, but I thought that there were resources there that I could have used to advance my own personal power. So, you know, if you think about it, who's the real victim here? Anyway, as you can see, this is a whole new map. And alright, we're gonna go to the Realmic Transmuter to the southeast with a whole new set of points of interest. And these points of interest are just like the ones in the pre-generated maps. They have the same sort of rewards and everything. And this is what you use to grind through the game. If the essence of the places that the game sends you are not great enough. And towards the end game, they won't be. Like, it was actually pretty generous. The first realm was pretty generous with the essence for tier 1. But I think that's because they just sort of wanted you to get through it. I'm wondering what all these guys are about, and I realized I don't think I've been traveling at night very often, so I keep getting surprised by the fact that there are random encounters. And I believe this one might be a little tougher than the default one. One of these days, guys, I'm gonna get a tier 2 sword loaded up with magic enhancing materials, and then my spellcraft will be impeccable. Oh, where are you all coming from? We have gathered 16 essence already. You know, I didn't want to do that, pig. Everyone keeps testing it. Oh, that's the wrong weapon to be wielding. There we go. I'm all about the fireballs around here. Now, where the hell were we going? To the east. Oh, I see the Realmic transmuter right down below. So, you want to find these in the procedurally generated worlds because you can use these to play the minor realm cards. Let's go with the corruption. Oh, the blood moon is currently active. So corruption card has no visible effect on the environment, which again is highly disappointing. But at least we got rid of the blood moon, you know? That's probably why I was encountering so many enemies. Alright, so this is what the forest normally looks like. Yep. Alright, and then we're gonna play the Tempest card. The sky is tinted purple, and there is fey magic in the air. It never stops raining. Oh, I like the sound of this one. I should find an enemy and see how much exactly the magic has increased. Let's see. From here, a portal? No. Bunkers are interesting. Let's just follow this road to the northeast and get this infestation. So, I was doing about 130 damage with a fully charged fireball. This should have increased my magic. Although I don't see... Oh, okay, there you are. Ooh, I'm doing 180. Well, you know, I like this Tempest card. I'm gonna have to remember it in the future. Ooh, I got a platinum ornament. 10% magic power. That is nice. That is going to go straight into my next sword. So, what we're looking for here is tier 2. Let's see, where's the sword? Okay, see, this sword requires blade, lumber, and guard. And that one's blade, wrap, and hilt. Oh, so I think that it's not until tier 3. Blade, guard, wrap. Ah yeah, gilded blade, forged handle, grip, and ornament. So, I just found these 3 platinum ornaments, each one that increases my magic power by 10, and I'm not going to be able to use them until I unlock tier 3 materials. Which I guess is fair enough. They're purple, but still. So the purpose of this area is to just give us more stuff to grind. We can't see the map markers, but I'm positive that there's a bunch more up to the north here. And we can do these points of interest and gather more essence, use that essence to unlock more stuff, and so on and so forth until the end of time. I didn't like doing it, but I know you guys. You never let up. Alright. I'm just full of justifications for my actions. I mean, although, could you imagine if I was out here not justifying my actions? I'm just doing whatever occurs to me at the moment, with no theory of moral legitimacy at all. I got the power to do certain things, so I do the things that I have the power to do, and I don't have the power to do other things, so I don't do them. But if I did have the power to do them, maybe I would. I mean, what kind of way is that to live? I mean, I guess it's what we always do in video games all the time. Like, I should do a Crusader Kings playthrough and only follow the laws of morality. Like, the only thing I want is what's mine by right. I guess a lot of games don't really have, like, a scope for moral decisions. Even BioShock, famously, it's just like, do you kill the little sisters or do you save them? And there's no reason not to pick one option over the other. Can you imagine just playing a game and like, I am loyal to my liege. I could advance the fortunes of my house by underhanded chicanery, but it's beneath a man of honor, such as myself. They would laugh you out of the Crusades if you did that. No, what they do is they praise you to your face and make fun of you behind your back. It's like, oh yes, of course. We all admire John's rectitude when it comes to the fulfillment of his duties. But, I mean, he's kind of a clown, isn't he? Yeah, I'll take that ore powder that you mysteriously put on a plinth. I like this environment, though. I mean, I think you guys got a mold problem, but at least the mold is an attractive color. So, we should really do desert and swamp. The issue with these procedurally generated worlds is that you can keep coming back to the same world so long as you keep the portal open in your home realm. Which means that if you close it to open it for another realm, this map is lost forever. There's no way back. Unless you have a realm address card. But I think you can only make the realm address cards in the realm that they address. And in that case, we would have to build a whole base and infrastructure to take advantage of that. And who has the time? I mean, besides all of us. Like, you're not watching this video because you have a shortage of time. I'm not making them because I have a shortage of time. Oh man. I'm just imagining that I'm doing this instead of more important matters, and it's hilarious to think about. Like, oh yeah, I could be visiting my relatives in the hospital right now, but I decided to do this. Like, no, that's not how I do things. I'm here because I work a night job at a hotel, and today's my day off. And I decided that as a little hobby, I would make video game videos on my night off, because ever since 2020 they shut down basically every overnight business except the hotels. And it's been kind of annoying, actually, because I'll get people coming into the hotel. They don't need anything from the hotel, but nowhere else is open. And so they're like, do you have a phone charger? And it's like, no, why would I have a phone charger? This is a hotel. But I don't want to come off as too judgmental of these people. They annoy me, but when you work nights and you don't deal with a lot of people, it's very easy for much to annoy you. It's hard to get through the day without being annoyed by something. The way I see it, it's like there's sort of a basic tolerance to people that you need to get through the day. And when you only see like 5 people a night, that tolerance diminishes. Like, I don't consider myself a crabby person generally, but someone comes into my hotel asking for a phone charger, I'm not always as generous in my thoughts as I should be. Oh, okay. So one of these guys in here is a legendary monster, I believe. Oh, I kind of feel bad, because clearly the enemy AI is not coping with me standing out in the hallway pelting them with fireballs. Although, what sort of weird regeneration is going on with that other bear? I think it's a matter of I'm not triggering their AI, and so they must not be vulnerable in a way that I can actually deal with. Alright. Well, that felt much more premeditated than my usual conquests. Like, usually I'm out here defending myself, but it's hard for me to pretend that's what went down here. Alright. So caves are a good place to get certain resources, like sulfur. I don't think that occurs much on the surface. Take that. Oh, that's 25. Is that another shimmering? No, that's zinc. Okay. And I know that we have a challenge related to that. Okay. Zinc and nickel. Is there another zinc in here? See, this is shimmering ore, which counts for jack shit. In terms of challenges, anyway. And that's sulfur. Nope. Okay, not a great place for ore. I think what we have to do is... I think we have to move on from this location. We can get the coated paper now. Right. Yes, coating. Then let's just get the refined masonry bench as well. And the refined smelter. And what we need specifically to unlock is a guard and a blade. So we look at the smelter, and I'll see it's going to let us build an ornament now, but okay, handle, guard, blade. And there's undoubtedly a bunch of other stuff that we'll need, but for now, let's get etched ingot, brass, and bronze, because we may be able to build more powerful items out of those. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to fast travel back to our home base, and we are going to get the artisan and fortitude cards, and wait, shimmering ore. Oh, we might be able to get the explorer eminent, dragon sword eminent. No, we don't have sapphire, but we do have that. We do have shimmering ore. Okay, so we'll get the explorer eminent as well. So I'm going to pause it while I fast travel. Meet you back at the base. Okay, we are back at our home base here. And what we need to do first is upgrade our smelter. Refined smelter. 3 ingot, 3 carved stone. Okay. We'll use you to make more tin ingots. We don't want to use all of our better ingots on silly things like workbenches. Alright. So industrious. You know, we've got enough wood. I'm going to switch you over to making sticks. Do you think going from making wood to making sticks feels like a demotion? No, this isn't a reflection on your job performance, Emily. We're actually very pleased with the work you've been doing. It's just the company is going in a different direction, and it was felt that we needed more sticks. Okay. Alright. Wait for those ingots to cool. Make a refined masonry bench, maybe. Textile, smelter, mortar. Yeah, masonry bench. See, these seals you need for more powerful spells later on. Oh, get you working on some lumber. Actually, go ahead and make a bunch. I don't know why I've been so coy. If I'd made 50 lumber before, it'd be done by now. Alright. So we're waiting for this smelter to finish smelting. And this saw table to finish sawing. Alright, 5 seconds here. Hovering over it. Impatiently. Alright, then we remove this. And we place this instead. Ooh, how refined. There we go. We add our fuel back in. Sticks. And why can't we do a blade? Oh, well, we need a metal plate for a blade. And we need an ingot for a metal plate. So what we're looking for is things that increase magic power. Right, like this shimmering ingot here. Increases magic power by 4. So, yes. Alright. Craft that. And we wait for it to finish. And, sorry, I just got it. Alright, I will be right back. I actually don't know the etiquette for receiving a text during the middle of a recording like this. But, you know, it's the middle of the night, so it's gotta be important, right? It wasn't. I mean, I guess it was minorly important. I had to turn off a fan in another room, which may not seem like vitally pressing business, but if the person in the other room can't do it themselves, you gotta do it. I'm not complaining, though. It's what you do for love. Be minorly inconvenienced temporarily on occasion. You know, that's the John Fraser experience, too. It's Like, oh baby, I will allow myself to occasionally be minorly inconvenienced on your behalf. Okay, so I gotta make coating at the mortar station. What's coating made out of? Cloth? I'm sorry, what? We're coating the paper with cloth. Alright. Oh wait, we need 2. Wait, what were we looking for? Oh, we made a metal plate. And then we turn the metal plate into a blade. See, it still has that magic power. Although, I'm not sure what this extra step of refinement is for. Maybe you can stack augments. Oh, that gave me 12 coating from just that one. So, make coated paper. Paper and coating. So refined smelter. And here we need... Oh right, I was gonna look and see if we could do augments for the smelter. Let's see. Yields on masonry benches. No, we don't need that. Alright, let's get a crude grindstone and an anvil in here though. Let's see. Increases yield by 40% on smelters. And reduces time by 15 seconds. And increases yield by 40% on smelters. Craft items. A shaft. We make a shaft out of an ingot. We place this thing here. One carved stone. Coming up. Let's look at our sword here. A refined sword. We blade, lumber, and guard. Okay. So let's look at guard. Guard requires a shaft as well. So what we want to do is we want to make an ingot out of this shimmering ore. And then see, I got a plan. It's all gonna come together. I can feel it. There we go. So I don't think it reduced the time currently. It's just future times. Alright, let's make our artisan card out of coated paper and vibrant ink. It's cloth and paper and gunpowder and ink. I'll bet that thing is incredibly flammable. shimmering ore to make an Explorer Eminent card. And then a Fortitude card. There we go. And we also have... Well, we are just overloaded with things that we need to do right now. This is going to be a crafting-heavy episode. Crafting and drugs. That's what's going to be in the description when the time finally comes. It's like... No, I don't know if I should put in the YouTube description that I spend a certain amount of time in this episode advocating drug use. Like, surely that's a bad idea. Actually, I think I want to make it out of brass. We got copper, and we got zinc. No, that's better for ranged. Okay, so bronze it is. Copper, tin. Now, I'm not actually making my sword out of bronze. I'm going to make my sword out of shimmering ore. But I do want to make a new axe out of bronze. Or no, a new pickaxe out of bronze. Because I get a feeling that we're very close to being able to break that 50. So make lumber out of Eoten wood. And then for our refined sword, oh, we still need a blade and a guard. I just made the ore. Crafting blade. There. And then the guard, I need to make a shaft. And the shaft I need to make out of the shimmering ore. And then guard. There we go. Now, as far as lumber is concerned, do any of these... The burl wood gives a bonus to magic power. Alright, so we're going to make a burl wood lumber for our sword. Yeah. For the mining pick, oh, I only made one bronze. I'll have to make another. Let's make the sword first, so that I don't forget. Okay, refined sword. Blade, shimmering. 15.6 magic power. Lumber, burlwood, 15.9. Guard, shimmering, 16.5. Alright. Now, is that better or worse than my pickaxe? Pickaxe, magic power 15. Refined sword, magic power 16.5. Simple sword, tin, unequip. Okay. So my tin sword does not. Copper, is practically junk in terms of magic power. So what we're going to do is we're just going to extract the essence from it. And then, so for the refined mining pick, we got ingot, bronze, and lumber. Actually, I wonder if there's a lumber that increases melee damage, and if we've got it. Oh, but ribbon wood didn't do the job last time, so let's just go bronze and eoten wood. See, it doesn't tell me what the actual mining power of this is going to be in advance. Alright. Our bronze. What the hell did I make this out of? 40? Oh! No, I know what's going on. I forgot that when you put enchantments on something, it increases its numerical rating. So, what we do in here is, what we need is a weak human seal, 2 weak human seals. Actually, I would prefer... Oh, I don't have the essence for that. Okay, so 2 weak human seals it is. Although we'll need 4. Because we got a sword to enchant as well. It's masonry. Weak human seal. Stone block. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because... Alright. 3 minutes for that. I remember the secret of how you got so strong. And it means that I should have used the ribbon wood instead. Yeah, see, this is just zinc and wood. This is bronze and eoten wood. But it's 10 less. And the reason for that is... Well, I'll show you something else instead. Infusions. Let's go stamina regeneration. Requires 10 essence. I don't remember how many infusions a weapon can take. So 3, 2, 1. So, but what we do is we apply it. Oh yeah, 1 empty slot. So see, this 30 now. We apply the infusion, and it is now 36. Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and unequip that and extract it. Wait, what was I building? Oh, right, these. we come back and we make immolation. And recovery. Ooh, we're gonna almost run out of tier 1 essence too. Okay. Actually, let me see if we've got any spells in our various inventories. I'm constantly picking up stuff. Okay, I got a recovery, which is good. I'll put that on my sword. Also have a couple of these charms. What does it mean? Prevents you from being moved while blocking. I don't block that often. So I should actually take these and see if I can't extract. Alright, I got 2 essence out of that. Apply to my pickaxe. See, it's 42. Oh no. I'm not going to make it to 50. $48. Okay, so there's one more way to enhance these things. And that is through charms. Let's put a charm of the mule on this thing. No, let's put a charm of invigoration. Or maybe charm of endless blows. Oh. Well, it doesn't matter what charm we put on there. Charm cord. Wait, what do we need for charm cords? Twine and glass. So go ahead and make some twine out of plant fiber. And then, do we have anything to make glass out of? Okay. And then we'll double check with this enchanter's fork. Prevents hunger drain while fishing. See, there's not a good one for... Okay, charm cord, heart, then charm bauble. Charm bauble needs carved stone and wire. Oh, I shouldn't have made that much, because I'm gonna need to use that thing soon. wire. Ingots. Tin. Alright. Fact. We're gonna cancel that. There we go. 2 charm baubles. Oh. You know what? We'll just make whatever we have the ability to make. Since we don't actually care. Although, alright, charm of 1,000 blows. I'll make 2 of those. Then 1 more immolation. So as far as the charm goes, we're going to apply that to our pickaxe here, and it's 56. That means it can mine anything of strength 50 or below. And then, so the charm of 1,000 blows we're also going to apply to our sword, if we can find it. Yeah. And then we're going to apply recovery and immolation. Then we don't have enough tier 2 essence to do these tier 2 infusions, but we are going to do this tier 1 infusion for magic. So we apply that to our sword as well. And then, let's see, our magic power. Oh, how's my magic power with the... Okay, so my magic power is 19.8. Then I apply that to my sword. And it goes to 20.2. Ooh, I'm actually looking forward to seeing what sort of chaos I can get up to with this kind of magic. Alright, so we're going to say goodbye to our forest realm, and we're going to look at the Antiquarian Desert. And the desert is sort of the best place to go to get metals, I think. Oh, we gotta wait around for that to load up. How are we doing on sticks now? Yeah, see, 94 in this amount of time. So, I'm gonna have to make a note and see if we gain sticks over the next week. Alright, we're coming pretty close to when we should be calling it a night for tonight anyway. So I'm gonna just go to the Antiquarian Desert, take a look around, test out my new sword, and then we'll call it a night. Allow me to pause while it loads. Okay, so we're about to see our first actually novel biome since we started this game. See, there's the desert. Oh, I like these desert areas. They make me feel like... Alright, we want to go to the Realmic Transmuter. And I happen to be pointed in the exact right direction for that. They make me feel like I could just venture to the horizon. You know? The wide open spaces. That appeals to me on a very deep level. Okay, we got some Cape Aloe. Oh, look. A creature. Multiple creatures. Oh, and then this is lore. The true history of that irritant, hope, or the constraints of memory in 2 dimensions. Before we met them, we were utterly different. We'd been created, yes, in a particular disposition, but our creators were artists and we were art. Living art, formed from their own empyrean. So, to now me, then me is incomprehensible, like looking at a memory of an etching through a scratched lens. Even these words, lens, scratch, etching, memory, looking, all of these were impossibly foreign to our pre-encounter existence. We are separated from one another mostly, but like raindrops running down a glass, it only ever felt momentary. Flowing together was inevitable, we thought. Today, of course, we consider ourselves quite separate. I was contemplating a lunar system at the time, I remember. It had been for distance/ages, perhaps everywhere/forever. But an arc was worrying my lamina, and I went to realign it, restrain it, and bring it into my new Aral order system. The concepts aren't there. Anyway, in grasping it, I came to recognize that it too had an inherent system, simple but fascinating, and it was my integument? That collapsed. I sloughed dimensions to understand, focused down, and became as I am now. And that was my first encounter with the humans. Huh. Integument. I've never heard that word before. I'll have to look it up in the dictionary later. Oh, these things. These like mechanical creatures. I don't remember if they're automatically hostile or if you just need to harvest them for resources. Okay. But I'm not going to antagonize them because I don't particularly feel the need to. Okay, we still need to go further to the east. So there's an infestation coming up. That'll be a good chance to try out our new magic. it at the top of the cliff? No, it's here. Okay. That's what 20 met. Oh, I just recovered. Sorry, I was gonna say something badass. Let's see what 20 magic can do. Again, I am so mortified at this. Alright, 20 magic. Ooh. Okay, so it looks like it's about 10 damage per magic power. At least the fully charged bolt is. That's embarrassing. Missing with the fireball. Alright, see, we're grinding away that essence as we speak. Cut gem Etherian. Cut gems are a bit more of a niche use than I'm used to. Alright, so there is... Oh, we should do this one too. Alright, so there's 4 of them. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1. Oh no, there's 5. 2. Oh. Alright, wait, let's watch him again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. There we go. And what do we get for this? We get 13 essence. Not a lot, but every little bit helps. It's about half of an unlock, I believe. Oh, look how fast that went. Okay, we got brass and bronze. And then this is what we were waiting for. The minor cards. Alright, so the duelist card is active. There's a celestial aurora in the sky and the temperature is cool. Huh. Oh yeah, I see the temperature gauge there. Alright, so Artisan, Fortitude, and Explorer Eminent. Improves the durability of crafting items. Have crafting stations always augmented by the ideal environment regardless of placement. Oh, I didn't realize environment affected that. Okay. Well, this is probably the worst possible place to use an artisan card because I don't plan to do any crafting. Oh, a dramatic change. Alright. Oh, except that it got hotter. I don't have a duelist card to fix it. Alright. Fortitude card. Increases my resistance to injury, improving blocking ability, increases the fortitude of my structures, the cost of your tools and clothing's durability. Sky is empty, gray, and cloudy. Well, I think I'm gonna like the sound of that. Oh, see, now I'm hot. Although I wonder if maybe the cloudy skies might have some effect on that. No, it doesn't look like it. Well, that's just like a haze. I'll bet. Alright, so Explorer. To travel more quickly, extend the benefits of my meals, and become immune to heat and cold. Oh, but reduce the damage? Well, you know what? I could use that root immunity to heat. I did not plan this desert trip very well. Alright. Clear skies ahead. Extend the benefit of my meals. Oh yeah, 30 minutes. Even the mixed berries are lasting 24. Well, I think that I gotta find one more infestation to see what this did to my damage. Okay, so to the southeast here. Oh, I see it from here. Oh, there's a huge bug. I don't remember if they're hostile. I'm not gonna worry about it, though. Oh, there are mirages on the horizon, too. I like that effect. There's something so romantic about a mirage. An automaton night ingot? Interesting. I don't see you, but I've got an AoE. Oh, I didn't see the damage there. Huh, that doesn't seem to reduce my damage much at all. Maybe magic doesn't count. I'll bet that's it. It's sword hits don't do as much. Yeah, that 68 seems low. Alright, got 14 essence for that. Metal plate automaton knight. What does that even do? Oh, this is a tier 1 material in any event. 4% melee damage. That's the same as brass. Okay. Alright, well I think this is where we call it a day for today. We've made some good progress. We've come to the desert. We are eminent explorers now, having benefited from the Eminent Explorer card. And the only major biome that you haven't seen is the swamp. Although, I feel like there's a mountain biome, maybe? I don't remember. There's... Oh no, I think the mountain biome is the desert biome. But there's like a cold. See, we look at tier 3, and okay. Just call me an ecological disaster the way I'm killing random animals everywhere I go. Anyway, we look at the progression here, and the Astrolabe realm cards, but it's still forest, desert, and swamp. And then in tier 3, we got Provisioner, Herbarium, and Gloom. But again, forest, desert, and swamp. So swamp is the only major realm that we haven't seen yet. And we'll get to that next week. I actually want to... I don't want to close the portal just yet. Maybe I'll build another portal, actually. I think I've got the materials for it. But I want to keep this desert open because I think the Explorer Eminent card is actually going to be really good for me. And I'm reasonably sure... Oh. That... And I'm reasonably sure that I can get some better tier 2 materials from this area. And I need those tier 2 materials to take on the boss in the next realm. Wait, where are we? Oh, it's upstairs. I'm all about the explosions here. Don't even think that you're going to be able to face me without being exploded by something. Oh, you just spawned in. You haven't experienced me blowing stuff up yet. Alright, there we go. Another essence bundle. 78. We got things to unlock. So, basically, we're just unlocking more equipment and things. Like, we want more complicated outfits with more ingredients necessary to make, because the more ingredients that go into making a particular piece of clothing, the more chance you have to stack bonuses. And you stack bonuses, and that makes you stronger, and getting stronger is how you beat the boss. Which I'm gonna actually unlock the next umbrella though, because this ratty thing is bumming me out. And then I guess what we'll do is intrepid shirt, bowler hat, and shoes, and oh, I don't have the materials. What I might do is I might grind. No, there's so much grinding in this game, and so little exploration. But you stuck with me for Empyrean, so I feel like I don't want to deprive you of the joy of seeing me grind these new levels. But it would make for a more succinct video if I just went ahead and did it. Well, succinct isn't exactly my goal with this series, so next time we're going to explore the desert some more, and then once we've gathered as much materials as we can from the desert, we're going to pop into the swamp and explore that. And once we've gathered as many materials as we could from there, what we're going to do is we're going to try and confront the boss to go to the next level. And then from the next level, we're going to try and go to the level after that. And once we get past the level after that, we'll be in Nightingale, basically. I believe that there's... Now, you gotta visit a swamp, a forest, a desert, and then one other place. Oh, we just got salt. Alright, so we've already been to the forest. And once we pass the forest, I believe the next up is the desert, and then the swamp, and then the other place after that. So we'll just continue plugging away until we've seen everything there is to see. My goal is to unlock and use all of these minor realm cards. So we need to at least advance to the Sylvan's Cradle Site of Power and reach Welkin's Reach, and then Magwitch Marches and Gloriana's Tears, and get to Hollowed Moor. Okay, so there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 more story worlds that we have to do. And that's to get like the Thin-Veiled Marksman Outlaw, and so on and so forth. We've seen the Blood Moon. We could probably just create dozens of these antiquarian cards and hope to roll into all of these. But it would be better to do it on purpose, both because it's more systematic and because that way we don't have to leave it up to chance. Oh man, there are so many tier 3s as well. Well, we're gonna see them all. Oh yeah, see, we've already seen Duelist. So theoretically, we could just roll into any tier with randomly generated worlds. That being said, I think you can fairly judge how much this place has changed between the Duelist and the Eminent Explorer card, and you can infer that once we've seen the actual procedurally generated swamp, we will have seen basically everything there is to see in this game. Uh, the city of Nightingale has its own architecture, and that's like in an urban environment, which is a nice contrast. But aside from that, like the procedural generation in this game does not have a lot of tricks up its sleeve. And we'll discuss that next week. Alright, so until then, this has been another episode of Surveying the Realms. I've been John Fraser, and I will continue to be after the recording's ended. I think that's going to be my sign off. My little white Walter Cronkite move. That represents me. Like, I just continue to be myself, regardless of how wise that is. So, until next week, I hope you guys have a lovely week.